Welcome. Welcome, everybody. It's very nice to have y'all here. My name is Ryan. This is your host here, me speaking. And we are going to take a look at some cannabis news. So let's take a look at our cannabis news, MJ Biz, Cannabis Business Times, and where's MJ Biz? There's MJ Biz. Alright, so let's take a look. When cannabis, let's see, these are the feds too. I'm not worried about feds. All right. Largest strike in the industry ends at Green Thumb. Interesting. Let's take a look at that. THC Chicago Festival. All right. Utah to add another medical cannabis license. Cannabis delivery runs. All right. That's MJ Biz. What's Marijuana Moment got? Trump. These guys are obsessed with Trump. That's good though. Developing psychedelic treatments. I like that. Take a look at that. Senior citizens can order marijuana on easy mode. FAA considers new standards. Take a look at that. California Treasurer calls voter approved legalization law. What? Utah medical marijuana officials launch application for independent pharmacy license. Okay. And what's going on here? Texas bans THC Delta 8. Idaho legalization. Yep. 10 ways. Yep. All right. Wisconsin governor urges lawmakers to. Yep. We've talked about all of these. All right. So let's start from the top. Cannabis delivery runs on data. Oh, this is just like a puff piece. Gotcha. Utah to add another medical cannabis license. Which reflects a broader trend. Medical only state tie a new license to patient counts rather than open market expansion. Huh. This is the second of 2 independent pharmacy permits. Interesting. Applicants can't hold a financial interest in existing medical cannabis pharmacy. The pharmacy must be designated a medically underserved county with a population less than 260,000. Applicants must submit a facility layout, security plan, standard operating procedures for dispensing and inventory of personal qualifications for pharmacists and technicians. Utah has 115,000 active medical marijuana patients. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. Interesting. All right, so hemp THC drinks to be served at Lollapalooza. Fun. Yep, that's true. Yeah. Affiliated with hemp company Rhythm. Yes, they are. Okay. Largest strike in cannabis ends for Green Thumb. Oh, Ascend Wellness? Oh, wait. Replace for Riley Cell Ascend Wellness Holdings. Isn't that it? That's AYR. Right? Who's Ascend? They're not in Florida, are they? No, they're not. Okay. That's why I don't know about them. Ascend. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Ozona, High Wired, Honor Roll. Honor Roll, I like that. Simply Herb, FN. That's really smart. Oh, yeah. All right. Next up is. Oh, okay, that's it. So local Teamsters representing employees. So why do they go on strike? Um, the strike sends a clear message. 18 workers, not several hundred. The Teamsters claim victory for a lengthy strike at Cresco Labs owned medical. Wait, Cresco Lab owns Ascend? No shit, okay. Okay. 20-day action also ended with the contract. Workers ratified, Teamsters official says. However, the action only involved 18 workers. Oh, that's what I was thinking of, the Green Thumb one. Interesting. As for Ascend, the company is one of several major marijuana business operators to prepare uplisting. Fascinating. It's pretty cool. All right, let's continue on. So Texas ban policy on consumable hemp products. Delta 8 is a controlled substance. That's pretty funny, Nikan. Funny. Alright, while Delta 8 THC exists naturally in small amounts, industry manufacturers often use a synthetic lab process to convert non intoxicating CBD into intoxicating Delta 8 THC. Only trace amounts of Delta 8 THC naturally produced by the hemp. Let's take a look. The department stated. Yep. So yeah, THCP, that's dangerous. Okay. Alright. A lot of public confusion. Yeah, trace amounts, that's funny. The policy interrupts the market, 50,000 workers. Blah, blah. Police in Austin plan to treat unlawful Delta 8 possession as a felony. Ooh, shit. Damn. Damn, going back to the old days. Alright, then Texas is anti-hemp. Heard. Alright, so next week, Utah state officials will begin accepting applications for independent cannabis pharmacies. That's the one that we're looking at earlier. Okay, FAA considers new marijuana standards in light of operational risk. FAA's Office of Aerospace Medicine is partnering with with NASM. Okay, to impact marijuana consumption on air travel professionals. Not open to the public. Hilarious. So you got drug testing, cognitive function, impairment. Include experts on impairment evidence, pharmacokinetics and detectability, operational risk translation, and policy framing. Ooh, there's a job opportunity for us subject matter experts out there. There is an urgent need to establish clear FAA 200,000. State license schedule 1. All right. While DOT drug testing FAA medical cert remain unchanged. Due to the urgency. So it looks like they're going to develop and implement this within the next year. Meanwhile, the TSA clarified this policy and medical marijuana has not changed. exaggerated headlines about the change. Well, no, I don't think they're exaggerated. I think they just follow what the TSA said. Anyway, DOT, which House FAA clarified in May, like truck drivers, airline pilots, and other federal regulated sensitive. Okay, makes sense. Last month, a coalition of transportation and safety orgs sent a letter to federal officials saying they have safety concerns following federal schedule of marijuana. Fuck off. House Appropriation Committee adopted a vision directing federal officials to continue requirement. That's wild. A 1986 executive order on federal workforce that Ronald Reagan signed. Oh, the Controlled Substances Act would be effectively nullified. That's not true. That's not true at all. Last October, the transportation secretary suggested Trump was getting pressure. Whatever. We're not talking about the risk. No, you don't know the. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're just gonna continue on. That's funny. I think. All right. So there's going to be at least $6 drugs. In April, they signed the bill. It is involved in 20 active clinical trials. Let's go. Who gave credit? Oh shit, Anna Luna? That's Florida rep. She gave credit to the Trump administration for considering alternative medicines. News report were not invited to attend the roundtable, but the topic of psychedelics therapy was actually something that was discussed. PTSD affects 6% of U.S. adults, 10 to 30% of U.S. military veterans. Wild. All right, well. Looks like that's the news in cannabis. Let's take a look at DEA cannabis. Uh, when does the transcript release? I want to say it's August 7th. August 17th. So we have some time to wait on all that. So that's fun. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, take a look. So it doesn't seem like... Doesn't seem like much is going... What about hemp news? What's going on in the world of hemp? Crackdown on THC ban. That's for Texas, 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 Texas. All right, what about cannabis stocks? What's going on with cannabis stocks? Let's take a look. Cannabis stock news. Let's take a look. GCan. Okay, that's interesting. I don't like new cannabis ventures. Not weed stocks. You guys are funny. All right. Let's just take a look at the individual stocks. Let's take a look at TCNF. Oh, TRLV. Okay. They're actually doing pretty bad. Yeah, they were like 10, 12, 13. Yeah, back in June. So they're back down to like $8 a share. Okay. That's not good. It's not good at all. Let's take a look at who else uplisted. Green Lane. Yikes. Holy shit. As soon as they uplisted, they just fucking... What the fuck happened? Green Lane, you just fucking cashed out. Alright, let's take a look at Sundial. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Cannabis stocks are in the dumps. What about Green Thumb? Wow, even Green Thumb is down. I mean, it's not as down as it could have been. Like, I guess in March it was pretty down. $5 seems to be the floor. Not in buying territory, but like, that's insane. Huh. They don't play difference here. Oh, wow, they did really good on their year over year and their quarterlies. Huh, why are they so low? If they're doing good, why are they so low? They've been beaten. All right then. That's fascinating. Okay, Green Thumb. What about I already know. Oh, we'll go Cresco. CRLBF, yeah. 64 cents. Wow. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. That's something else. All right. Well, then we're back down to the floor. Now's not a bad time to buy Cresco, in my opinion. They didn't do good on the revenue, but look at their earnings. Beat, 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 beat. That's what you want. Oh shit, and they got earnings coming up in 5 days? Oh shit. I don't think it's a bad time to buy, personally. I think I might buy some myself, actually. 64 cents. Not a bad time to buy. Okay, what about let's just take a look at the actual ETFs. Okay, we ain't doing too bad on the MSOS. Not $5, but ain't too bad. So we have MSOS. Then we also have YOLO. That's doing horrendous. And then we have there's one more cannabis stock or ETF. There's a lot of cannabis stocks out there. There's more ETF I wanted to look at. Oh, Cureleaf. How's Cureleaf doing? It's not going to give us a quote. All right. So it looks like Cureleaf is sitting at 883. Compared that to okay, so Cureleaf is actually doing really good. No shit. All right. Cureleaf might be in the running to be an investment. Um, that's fascinating. That's really fascinating. Let's take a look at. Actually, let's take a look at SLV. Let's take a look at silver. Oh, silver's down. 52.36. That's how much the refineries are paying. Gotcha. All right. So we're still in a bear market. That's fascinating. Year to date, yeah, we're bear market. It looks like I think $40, maybe even 35. Like might even be the floor. We still have a long way down to go, you guys. We're still 18% year over year, even if we're 13%. Damn, that was the height. But if we actually look up silver spot, let's take a look at Golden Bolt. Let's take a look. Yeah, we actually hit like 120, $117 was the max. We're sitting at 57. But if we look at the 5 year, we're still way up. I think $40 is going to be like the new floor. Because you see how this is like a cliff, boom, cliff, boom. I think $40 is going to be the floor. Yeah, I see here. Yeah. That's insane, though. What a world. All right, look at gold. Same thing. Gold's floor is probably going to be 1700, maybe 2000. That's going to be the hover. This is coming. This is going to be coming down quick. Look at this. Look at it. It's already down fucking 48 to 4000. Damn. It's over 10%. At least if you were able to buy, yeah, this is a really bad time to be in the industry. Huh. Is palladium stable? Platinum. Platinum's keeping its value, sort of. Yeah, we've done some buying and trading on Bullion Vault before, but they have fees. Yeah. We're down 1% from last week. That makes sense. It's fascinating, actually. All right, so let's take a look at one more thing. We're gonna look at cannabis science journals recently published. Let's take a look at the academics of it all. Let's take a look. We're human. No, thank you. That's from a year ago. That's from a year ago. That's, what is this? Interviews, interviews, interviews. Follow us. That's wild. They're advertising themselves on. That's pretty cool. I should probably do that. Sponsor podcasts. Okay. They got some podcasts. Potency inflation. Interesting. Who are these people? This is from 2022. Wow. So they haven't been active since 24? Oh, 2 years ago? I wonder if these people even still... Fascinating. Choose specialty. Oh, wow. Let's do patients. 2025. Okay. Let's do medical marijuana. Okay, so they posted in January of this year. Okay. And then it looks like they took a hiatus. Fascinating. That's pretty cool. What is this? Research, description. Gotcha. Doesn't really say much. All right. Let's do NIH. Let's just look up cannabis and cannabinoids. Oh, I wish we had everything. Can we do like an advanced? I want to do advanced. Let's take a look. Hold on, I'm doing this wrong. NIH. Peer review studies. No, that's the stats. Let's just grant some funding. That's fine. Uh-huh. Alright, NIH. Let's see. Clinical trials type of. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, excuse me. So what we're looking at is we're looking at current clinical trials that are open. Looks like there's 1,000 studies for cannabis. A memory study, impairment with an eye tractor, safety and efficacy, and Tourette syndrome. Let's take a look. This study's taking a look at THC and CBD. Wonder if they... Huh. Wow, so you can actually join the study if you'd like. Yeah. It's pretty fun. All right. So they've completed their trials. No results posted. Oh wow, this study was back in like 2019. Okay, it stopped in phase 2. That's a shame. All right, and then what about this one? Terminated this one. It took too long to do the thing. Okay, that's fun. Oh, data and API. That's fascinating. Interesting. That's pretty cool. We can submit studies. Might do that later. All right. Anyway, all I want to do is NIH Cannabis. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. Here we go. PubMed Central. This is what I'm looking for. Cannabis. And then results. Let's do it within the past year. Sort by most recent. Here we go. Let's take a look. Poor outcomes in acute poisoning in tertiary hospital. Wait, what? Cannabis? Opioid research selected melatonin. Cannabis? Okay, here we go. Cannabidiol selectively attenuates lipotoxic immunometabolic inflammation in human macrophages. Let's take a look. Anybody who looks at this program doesn't see the positive side from it doesn't fully understand. Huh? Substance use treatment retention after redesign of comprehensive pregnancy program in Baltimore. Oh, I'm from Baltimore. Let's take a look. Next page. Research details. Let's do cannabis. And let's do or marijuana. Yes. And we'll do publication date. Peer recovery, care planning, while awaiting alcohol and drug treatment, effects of cigarette greenwashing, behavioral economic demand. Socio-demographic trends in daily, weekly, and less than weekly use. Okay, that'll be something. Hypothetical food purchase tasks and eating behavior. UK medical cannabis. Wait, what was this? Of plant genomics. Huh. UK medical cannabis registry, a clinical outcome analysis for autism spectrum disorder. Cannabis is novel therapeutics. Uh, uh, currently embargoed. Female orgasm frequency correlates and measurements in the preconception period. That's wild. How is that even cannabis? I don't know. Okay. Substance use, suicide, people with high risk psychosis. Of course, cannabis is going to be on there. Let's take a look. Uh, the experience of aging. What in the world? Okay, here we go. Clinical and socio-demographic character for people with early psychosis compared to cannabis users with non-users. Let's take a look. Developing a substance use practice approach for peer support specialists in early psychosis. Training the trainers. Prospective volumetric changes in the thalamus and adolescent's first episode of mania and cannabis use. Let's take a look. Stress mindsets. All right. One more page. Doesn't seem to have anything else. So let's do within the past 5 years. Food irrelevance. Young adult family with different cannabis product terms and the standardized cannabis flavors. Associations between simultaneous use of alcohol and cannabis from 2014 to 2016. This was published 2024. I'm okay on that. Can't. Well, let's take a look anyway, just in case. Cannabis smoking, age-related macular degeneration, UK Biobank cohort. Huh. 2022. The exploration of marijuana history. Okay. Comparative genetic structure of cannabis sativa. Better produce wild, collected, and cultivated samples. That'll be interesting. That's from 2021 though. Damn, no black. Factors with toxic use disorder. Okay, here we go. That's something that's interesting. This was just recently. Potential mechanisms underlying marijuana associated periodontal tissue destruction. Okay. Prevalence and correlates of cannabis use amongst cancer survivors. Interesting. Recreational cannabis profile cannabinoids present in marijuana samples simplified. It's interesting. Let's take a look. This is 2023. Let's take a look. Roots of marijuana use. Patterns of cannabidiol product and marijuana co-use. 2021, 2021, 2025. Associations between major depressive, socio-demographic factors, and past year marijuana amongst U.S. adolescents. Accidental cannabis ingestion in young children. 2025. We'll take it. Classifying risky cannabis using marijuana consequences questionnaire. I don't know what that is. Wonder or evil. State medical cannabis. Opioid prescribing while medical. Genotoxicity of marijuana and mono users. Exploring the contours, navigating cannabis use among older adults. All right, let's dig in. So cannabinoid selectively attenuates lipotoxic and immunometabolic inflammation in human macrophages. Real quick, so you know what a macrophage is? Boop. Just a cell. In this case, a white blood cell. So let's just go straight to the meat and potatoes of this. Like, yeah, the meat and potatoes technically the statistics, but I want the conclusion. Here we go. This research establishes a physiologically functional lipotoxic model in U937 derived human macrophages. Remember, that's the white blood cell, in which PA elicits a significant pro-inflammatory and lipid accumulating phenotype while maintaining cell survival. Under these conditions, PA significantly enhances the release of IL-6, MCP1 with TNF-A, contributing to a lesser extent. Furthermore, PA induced the secretion of cytokines. Remember, cytokines are the the hormone. Am I right about that? Protein. Damn. That's his chemical messenger. Not a hormone, a protein. There's all types of cytokines. I could have swore cytokine was a hormone. Endocrine. Okay. Okay. All right, so they're associated with the inflammasome words. Inflammasome activation and immunometabolism regulation, including IL-B beta, IL-1-8, and IL-2-3, while promoting time-dependent intracellular triglyceride storage. Okay. Consistent with concurrent inflammatory lipid storage, alterations induced by saturated fatty acid exposure, notably CBD reduced PA-induced pro-inflammatory cytokine release. That's pretty cool. And partially mitigated intracellular lipid storage without compromising cell viability. These findings indicate that CBD modulates lipid-driven immunometabolic inflammation in a stimulus-dependent manner, with more evident effects under lipotoxic conditions. Fascinating. Overall, this work supports CBD as a context-dependent modulator of immunometabolism response and PMA differentiation U937 derived macrophages. So so PA is palmitic acid. So that's what pretty much gives you a lot of the inflammation you get around your wound. But PA plus CBD will actually reduce inflammation. It's fascinating. Damn, look at that carbon chain. That's crazy. That's a fucking crazy carbon chain. Wow. So yeah, so this is just saying that CBD is good. CBD is an excellent anti-inflammatory. It's wild stuff. Anywho, moving on. Substance use treatment retention after redesign of a comprehensive addiction and pregnancy program in Baltimore, Maryland. All right, so perinatal people. So women admitted post redesign had a 108% increase in length of treatment compared to women admitted pre-design. Women admitted post redesign had greater odds of treatment retention until delivery and greater odds of treatment retention at 30, 60, 90 day postpartum compared to people admitted pre-design. All right, well, let me see. So we had 227 people admitted for the study. We had 100 pre-redesign, 164 admitted, 164 pre-design, 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 164 admitted, 164 64 post redesign. So in total, we had 157 people. So out of the 157 people, they offered a lot of services. Interesting. So it looks like they had to do two different things. Interesting. Outcomes. 5 outcomes of interest were examined. Total length of treatment in days. Let me get more coffee. Be right back, guys. Coffee, coffee, coffee. This is the coffee song because we love coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Oh yeah, we got a full cup of coffee here. Ooh, it's dark, Colombian. I like it. I like it a lot. That's a little Dumb and Dumber for you guys, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't know about Dumb and Dumber. Okay. Ooh, that's a good coffee. Ooh, that is a good brew. If I do say so myself, we got a good coffee. A Colombian brew. So yeah, so it looks like they were interested in how many days of treatment they were going to be there for, what the retention is, if it's 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days postpartum. Interesting. Admissions after House Bill 8. What was Maryland House Bill 833? Interesting. What's House Bill 833? What? 2021? 2022? Oh shit, okay, here we go. This is definitely it. Alright. Sex trafficking. Wow, okay. Alright. Wait, parents in substance use disorder treatment? Oh, that was 2024. Okay. Let's take a look. Help is available. 2024 MD. Yes. So this pretty much said $1. Alright, it's not going to tell us anything for right now. But that's interesting. Alright, results. The mean age was 30 years old, primarily non-Latinx. Non-Latinx? The fuck's Latinx? The fuck's Latinx? What's non-Latinx? Individuals who do not trace their heritage or identity to Latin America? That's so many people. Why would non-Latinx... What? Hold on, what's Latinx? Maybe I'm... Because Latinx sounds like a pharmaceutical drug, right? Like, cure your laxatives with Latinx. Gender neutral term. Gender neutral for race? People of Latin American descent? Replacing the gendered endings of Latino and Latina? What? I may not know my Spanish, but you can't replace Latino and Latina, can you? Latinx? Latinx? Latinx. La, le, Latinx. Lati, Latinx. I don't like it. With some academic and groups and LGBT groups embracing for inclusivity, while native Spanish being rejected as an unnatural English linguist. Yeah, that's how I would see it. Yeah. Okay. Politics. Heard. Um. So why don't we just say white or Caucasian? Why not just say Caucasian? Why are you gonna say Latinx but then not say Caucasian? 93% of our unemployed. Wow. And single, never married, or 87. Holy shit. That's really sad. That's really sad. 87% are single, never married, and 93% of them are unemployed. Whoa. Whoa, so pretty much all of these people are unemployed. Wow. Hello? Give me 1 second. Let me finish this up. Alright. I just need to see the conclusion at this point. Conclusion. No cannabis. Hold on. Cannabis. Control C or yeah, Control F. Okay, here we go. All right. Cannabis use disorder. 28 of them said yes. That's only 12%. Or 17. Wait, is that 12%? Hold on. How are they doing this? Diagnoses 76% were opioid use disorder. Right? That is what it says, right? That's what that means. Opioid use disorder, 125. Okay. And what's up here? Pre-design, post-design. The p-value. Okay. Out of 164. Only 28 of them had cannabis use disorder, which is less than and that's wild. So cannabis use disorder wasn't even a thing. It was mainly opioid, stimulants. Wow. And comorbid, 2 or more. Wow, there's more opioids than anything else. That's insane. That's insane. That just goes to show, like, what's more addictive? Even alcohol. Even alcohol use disorder is. Oh, wow, okay, it's not as bad as cannabis use disorder, which is interesting. But stimulants, that's fascinating. Interesting. All I want to see now is just the conclusion at this point. The observations show study that the cap redesign on our partnership with community base was improved. These promising funds. So yeah, pretty much, yeah, partnering with your nonprofits gives you a better likelihood of being able to help more people. Socio-demographic trends in daily, weekly, and less than weekly cannabis use in Australia. Daily cannabis use ranged from 1% between 2001 and 2019 to 2%. Ooh, it doubled. Males, younger adults, individual living in outer regions, rural areas, unpartnered individuals, the singles, those with lower education, those with more socioeconomically disadvantaged areas, year by age interactions, No interaction is observed between survey year and the other socioeconomic indicators. If a smaller effect if we exclude medicinal use? Well, I would hope so. Let's just go to the conclusion. Give me the conclusion. Evidence suggests that the increase in daily count was apparent, including people across different socioeconomic status groups. That daily use has increased more among middle-aged and older adults in recent years. Strong association with cannabis use. Given that cannabis use is associated with the disorder, it's so funny. Slapping on the word disorder doesn't make people suck so hard and other adverse health outcomes. These trends highlight. So autism spectrum disorder, neurodevelopment disorder. Conclusion: treatments with CBMPs, cannabinoid CBMPs, cannabis-based medicinal products. Yep. With the improvement of HRQOL, anxiety and sleep outcomes in autistic patients over an 18-month period, given an absence of a control group, these findings represent associations rather than proven treatment effects. That's okay. Adverse events were mild after 18 months of medicinal. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Conclusion. All right, observational study suggests that the cannabis initiation in autistic adults in association with improvement in HRQOL, anxiety, sleep quality over 18 months. These are a favorable safety profile with 80% of the patients not reporting any adverse events. That's insane, you guys. Over 18 months, there's no adverse events. That's nuts. As the study lacked a control group, randomization, blindings, the findings should be interpreted as associations only. That's okay. We could definitely get some randomized control trials. Like if we can prove, that's perfect. No conflicts of interest. That's what's up. That's pretty cool. Okay. So moving on. Cannabis as a source of novel therapeutics, a computational study combining LPDD and the structure-based stocking dynamics to identify novel drug-like compounds for colorectal cancer. Colorectal. 33 cannabis-based compounds active against rectal cancer, 20 novel analytes drugs. Interesting. All right, let's just get to the conclusion. In this study, a 3D quasar analysis was performed on 33 cannabis-derived derivatives using COMFA and COMSIA techniques. These models were thoroughly validated along with Y randomization and Luke's LOOCV tests. The contour maps produced by these models identified important structural areas. These insights led to a proposal of 20 new molecules. Oh, fuck. All of which predicted inhibitory activities that were higher than those of the reference compound. Among those, B2, 5, 7, and 8 were particularly noteworthy. The potential of these candidates was further confirmed by molecular docking studies. B7 and B8 had strong binding affinity for the CDK2 active site. Let's see what that site is. CDK2. Cycling-dependent kineses. Cell division from the G1 to the S phase. Okay. Mainly through the hydrophobic and hydrogen bonding interaction, mainly when compared to the reference compound. 4,2-methyl-3 propantul. Imidazole 4-il bonded with a N4 methyl sulfonyl pyrimidine 2-amine. Both these combinations increasing binding stabilities. It's pretty fucking cool. Alright. I'm gonna lose you guys most likely. So likewise the document and the predictions providing viable insights into binding affinity of drug-like properties. but we need more validation to fully confirm their biological activity, behavior, and therapeutic potential. So this premise, they found new cannabinoids, new cannabinoids. That's wild. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. So that's how the cannabinoids are talking. Wild shit. All right. Cannabis as a source of novel therapeutics, combining LBDD in the structure. Oh wait, we just saw that. Okay. Substance use and suicidality in people with ultra high risk of psychosis. Conclusion. Current research on the relationship between substance use among individuals for UHR for psychosis is limited. Preliminary findings indicate that tobacco, alcohol, cannabis, cocaine may be associated with suicidal ideation. Particularly, however, these observations are primarily come from a single study. Therefore, at present, there is insufficient high-quality evidence. All right. Looks like there was ethical approval was not required for this study, as it is a systematic review of previous published literature. But there's only one study that was actually able to link it. That's wild. That's wild. Let's control F cannabis. Okay. So this is how they searched for it. The study used one-way multivariety. However, okay. However, amount of cannabis used over the past 6 months of baseline is not significantly associated with the history of. There it is. There it is. Cannabis use over the past 6 months at baseline was not significantly associated with the history of self-harm. Alcohol, cocaine, and tobacco all having higher numbers. That's wild. Well, there you go, people. Clinical and socio-demographic characteristics linked with early psychosis. To the conclusions. No conclusions? Limitations. First diagnoses of all of these were based on ICD-10, which requires abstinence from cannabis for a minimum of 6 months, where DSM-5 requires abstinence for 30 days. Our results of no statistical group differences between these could partly be explained. Oh shit. Results. Between 2016 and 2021, 867 participants were screened. So 321 participated with a final sample of 509. Of the 509, wait, do they not want to say what the outcome was? What in the world? The aim of the study is to investigate socio-demographic and clinical characteristics of individuals. Participants with diagnosis showed a statistically longer duration of inpatient treatment. Okay. We did not find any group difference regarding level of function, age of onset, or any other further variables. The lack of evidence of statistically significant groups differences regarding most socioeconomic clinical parameters further concerns the existing diagnostic dilemma. Previous studies investigate group differences. Wait a minute. Are they saying that, like, the routine, psychological cannabis use parameters due to the retrospective study design? It's not possible. What in the world? So they're saying there was. What? Let's look at the abstract again. Here's the conclusion. The examined socio-demographic parameters do not aid in differential diagnostic classifications when cannabis use and psychotic symptoms occur simultaneously. So there's no difference in socioeconomic. Great, hooray. Cannabis isn't racist. Good to know. Prospective volumetric changes in the thalamus. Alright, let's get to the conclusion. In summary, youth with bipolar disorder had statistically significant decreases in left thalamic volumes compared to healthy youth over the course of 12 months. This disruption in structural brain development may be moderated by cannabis usage. Cannabis use may compound thalamic decline, as usage was associated with reductions in both right and left thalamus. Tobacco use was associated with changes in the left thalamus. Thus, youth with bipolar disorder may not be predisposed to more severe effects of tobacco. Further investigations on impact. What? Oh, there's a conflict of interest. Research from the National Institute of Health, the Patient Centered Outcome Institute. Wow. She's on the Data Safety Monitoring Board for a study funded by the NIA. Institute of Mental Health. By NIM. She has, in the past 3 years, consulted for AbbVie Inc. Wow. Johnson and Johnson. So she's compromised. Fascinating. So this might actually be wrong. Huh. Young adults familiar with different cannabis product terms. Conclusions. Young adults vary in their familiarity with product terms of the different cannabis products. So do adults. THC, butane hash oil, strengthening the reported oxidative carbon dioxide. That's funny. Contributions, availability. Interesting. All right. From 2014, 2016. Oh, that's a pup. Oh, that's a pup barking. Factors associated with possible cannabis use orders among in Florida. Okay, here we go. Let's just get to conflict of interest. Member of Journal Entry Board. Okay, that's okay. That's nothing. Results. All 632 participants completed the survey. Overall, it was 19 to 85 with a median of 45. Majority were Caucasian or were white, female, with at least some college degree. Huh. A high proportion reported for anxiety or depression and had consumed alcohol or other substances in the past 5 years. The age when participants first used any marijuana ranged from the age of 5, I don't know about that, to 79, with a median at 16 for first use. I like to see the numbers on that. Participants also reported an extensive experience with marijuana use. Majority reported using it daily, with 46 of the total sample having used marijuana for 5 or more years. Huh, not bad. Among those reporting a preferred product, flower was the most preferred, followed by vaping, edibles. Nearly all indicated their marijuana use was mostly or equally for medical reasons. Overall, nearly 84% reported being very unconcerned about being addicted or dependent. That's funny. Okay, so 471 were white, 35 were black, 33 were Spanish, 33 were other. I don't know what other means. Education, high school or below, 108. Any college was 408. Graduate degree, 116. Okay, most we're currently working. Oh yeah, that's good. Income makes sense. Anxiety, pretty high. Depression, pretty high. PTSD, higher than it should be. ADHD, lower than it should be, in my opinion. Bipolar makes sense. Alcohol, tobacco, everyone liquor wasted. Tobacco, nicotine, cocaine. Oh, it's got to be more than that. Come on now. Oh wow, hallucinogenics. More people more. That's interesting. Club drugs. We'll put club drugs with cocaine. Come on now. People wouldn't know if it's athletic or not. Kratom, opioid with prescription, amphetamine, any drug use. Huh. Yeah, flower, vape, inhale. Okay. Concentration. Where's the average? 15 to 20? 20 to 25? Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So people really don't care about high concentration. They really just want that 15 to 25 deal. All right then, 15 to 25. That's actually this is really good data for those who are concerned about whether or not their higher THC is important. And it's not. High THC content is more effective for me. Oh, oh. Well, okay, never mind. That's interesting though, but then they say that they're only 25. Do you think 25 is high? Huh. And ain't no one concerned about that. For the primary output among this, yep. Results. Let's just go straight to the discussion. Let's go back to the abstract and see if there's a conclusion in the abstract. There is not. About 1 in 5 adults certified in Florida had possible CUD, and over half had hazardous use. Possible CUD was associated with younger age, lower preference for oil concentrates, recreational motive for marijuana use. That's so funny. How do you? But how do you? By the wait, what? This study was funded by the Consortium Marijuana Research. What? Huh? Cannabis Clinical Outcomes Research Conference. Huh? Grants program. Let's take a look. Oh, it's got to be put in by a third. Whoops. All right then. Well, this is definitely something that I should be more interested in. Interesting. Now everyone's got to sell their own journal. Let's see if we can read it. Learn more about getting involved. Conduct research. Huh. DAM3 study collects. Wait. Please reach out to the outcomes. Huh. I think I should. We're just gonna copy and paste that to a notepad. Right? Right. We're just gonna copy that to a notepad. All right. That's fascinating. Definitely need to get more involved. Let's take a look. This is interesting. 44 researchers, 10 clinicians, 17 industry collaborators. Quite a few researchers. PhD, PhD, MD, PhD, MD, PhD student, PhD, PhD. That's my teacher. That's my teacher, fucking Rosenthal. Shout out to fucking Martha Rosenthal. Shout out. Drug effects on the human body. Yup, yup, yup. Pharmacokinetics. Yup, yup. Human sexuality. Cannabis. Its impact. Neuroscience. Human physiology. Yeah. FGCU represent. That's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool. She's part of this. GP, PhD, 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 PhD. Do I need to get my PhD? That's some bullshit. PhD, graduate student, epidemiology. Interesting. PhD, 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 PhD. Accept all. All right. So you can publish with these guys. Okay. Okay. Open access. Whoa. Well, how do I get access to it? Okay, so I need to start publishing articles here. Interesting. Okay. Fascinating. Interesting. All right, so we're definitely gonna look more into this. Um, Fascinating. And me and a few people can actually get together and publish a book. Interesting. All right, so let's continue on. Enjoy ecosystem researcher, healthcare providers, agencies, or their personnel. Request from comma. The university or college for healthcare providers as a medical expert. That's me. Expertise in health condition, certification status for medical marijuana authorizations. For industry collaborators, any specific expertise that could be useful in medical marijuana research, offering recruitment opportunities, assist with clinical trials. Industry collaborators will be allowed to use their standard logo as the image. Any promotional advertisement materials will not be allowed. That's fine. The consortium does not endorse business, products, or other outputs produced. May not use the data for advertising purposes. Missions, concern request information. Okay. This is back in 2024, so they may not even be doing this anymore. And this is the person that I guess their website. Okay. Fascinating stuff. Tallahassee. Uh, oh wow, okay. Wild stuff. And I guess this is the person robotic assistant. Gives you control of cannabis. Okay, so it doesn't look like he's done cannabis recently. Alright. So, potential mechanisms underlying marijuana use marijuana associated periodontal tissue destruction. That's your teeth. Let's get straight to the. Okay. While available evidence applies negative consequences of frequent marijuana use for periodontal health, there are clues that cannabinoid ligands may have therapeutic potential. See related physiological responses in the gingiva. And the obvious advantage of the use of minimally or non-psychotropic ligands over THC. So cannabinoid ligands can suppress the innate response of bacterial stimuli, not limited to. Interesting. Anandamine, or CBD, and Q308. Q308 is just another internal cannabinoid. Or it might be synthetic. I'm pretty sure that should be. No, there's no. It's yeah. It is synthetic. Yeah. Okay. With palmitoyl with palmitoyl ethanolamide reported to augment inflammatory mediators. Anandamide may promote fibroblast proliferation with THC known to influence wound healing. Protective against. Interesting. Methamphetamine and AM251. While currently under study, potential therapeutic periodontal applications for exploitation of endo and exogenous cannabinoid signalings, events, or emergency for use in non-frequent cannabis users. Interesting. So the National Institute of Dental and Cranial Official Research, the National Institute of Medical Sciences, the National Institute of Cancer Institute pay for this. Huh. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, it looks like cannabis use in periodontal is bad. But I guess it depends on if you're smoking, because all smoking is bad for your teeth, right? Cannabis recreativo. Oh, this is Spanish. Recreational cannabis, the profile of cannabinoids present in marijuana by the consuming population. Discuss soon. Wait, I thought we were gonna get English. Ah. Okay. Okay, let's go all the way down. Discussion. Despite evidence showing that acute cannabis consumption increases inflammation and respiratory pathways, so studies that show that chronic cannabis use is associated with higher risk of chronic diseases such as bronchitis. Marijuana smoke continues to be growing practice in different cities in the region, all respects. Several relevant findings can be highlighted. Firstly, cannabinoid content is not consistent across all samples. Next, marijuana affects THC as a psychoactive in the CNS. This molecule causes relaxation, of course. In 8 of the 87 analyzed samples, CBD was found in concentrations similar to or higher than that of THC. Chemotype 2. Okay, so this is overseas. Considering the concentration found in the city, can be classified as creepy. The term has emerged from the conventional varieties. Creepy marijuana is a higher THC. Get them out of here. Trying to fucking put in buzzword scares. Behavioral risk factors. Yo, what's going on? Yo, sorry for not chatting. Fucking, at the moment, we're going over some cannabis. Let's take a look. Say, I appreciate you checking in. Say, appreciate you. Take a look. Let me see real quick. Cave and Cole. It's good to see you, Cave and Cole. So yeah, let's continue on with the next journal. Associations between major depressive episodes, socio-demographic factors, and past year marijuana use. Let's take a look. Let's go straight to the results. Conclusion, actually. I like conclusions. The prevalence of marijuana use and MDs high among adolescents. The strong association between both factors. All right, I want to see the results. All right, we had 10,000. Wait, frequency. Wait, hold on. What was the? So they did 10,000 adolescents from 12 to 17. Okay. 9,000 said no. 1,000 said yes. Okay. So only 10% said yes. Interesting. Interesting. A lot more males than females. That's fascinating. Nice even range. 333. 5112. Middle school, high school, more middle schools than high school students. That's fascinating. So I bet you is of that 1,000, they're all high school students. Most of all of them. General health, everyone's healthy. People are coming from very affluent families. That's fascinating. Living at the poverty level, no one. Or not no one, but like a good majority of them aren't. Okay. Marijuana use. Yes. With a no. Wow. Huh. Okay, so no, no. So no. So they didn't use marijuana, and 7,000 said no depression. Of those that do use marijuana, 400 said depression, 600 said no depression. Huh. Demographic indicators. Yep, yep, yep. We already went over the ages. We already went over all this. Yep, 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 yep. Major depressive episode in the year. Those are percentages, discussions. So it's looking like, yeah, no, not much of an association. Accidental cannabis suggestion in young children. All right, conclusion. They're important. Parents should be advised. This is a scare paper. All right. Well, that's pretty fascinating, right? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? So I guess at this point we should take a look at the state of cannabis. Cannabis state laws. Okay. Let's take a look at the Ballotpedia, see what's going on. Something about Florida for 2026. All right. Wow, Ballotpedia is full of ads. All right. Oh, this is just for Florida. Okay, Florida Marijuana Legalization Initiative. Not on the ballot. Florida didn't make it. That's a shame. That's a shame. Let's just look up cannabis, see what's going on. California ballot measures? Huh. Taxes in California. Laws governing ballot in California. Ballot measure exists. From Minnesota. Humboldt County. California ballot measures. Huh. Okay, and this is us going back in time. All right, let's take a look. So in 2026. Okay. So June 2nd, a yes vote supported authorizing $35 annual parcel tax to fund cemetery land. Huh, that's fun. But where's the cannabis one? Cannabis? Okay, no cannabis. Oh wow, taxes way up. All right. Florida. Okay. In 2026, voting initiative failed. Yep, yep. Well, all right then. I guess at this point, I don't think there's much more news in the cannabis. August 17th is when we get the closing of the, or hopefully the closing of the transcripts officially for the DEA hearing. We have a couple of, let's do upcoming cannabis legislation August. Let's see what's coming up that we can talk about. Yep, Texas. We already know that Texas, yep, restricted on August 1st. Um, that seems to be what everyone's worried about is whether or not hemp is gonna be taken. New THC rules are going to affect all. Yep, 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 yep. That's 2025. All right. I don't know why it's still like in the weeds. That's pretty funny. Let's see what TDR is saying. TDR cannabis. Let's take a look, see what they're up to. Their YouTube, the Dales Report. Let's take a look. July 24th. Juicy post. No, 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 thank you. I don't want any of this. Leave me alone. Okay. July 29th, and it was an opinion piece. Rebuild from the ground up. Opinion piece. Repayments and bans. Okay. Maybe that's what we could do. We'll go over some stocks, some cannabis stocks for you guys later. And do like an in-depth. That's funny. Baked in newsletter. I like that. Let's take a look at their Instagram, see what they got going on. Oh wow, that's a lot of followers. When was the last time they posted? Let me see. 5 weeks ago? Yeah. It's tough keeping track of everything, you guys. It really is. So what I think I should do is I'm going to take a break. Here, let me get you on in here. Let me get you on in here. Oh hi. What in the world? Oh right, because we had cat cam earlier. Okay. There we go. There we go. We got cat cam. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hop off screen for a second. I'm gonna finish my coffee, brew up a new one, gonna consume my medicine, and we'll come back in for a game or two of something. And then I gotta go do some personal stuff. Gotta go see a man about a horse. Thank you again, Cave and Cole, for coming on in. I apologize that I wasn't able to see the chat. Again, please forgive me. It really isn't fair for you guys to come on in and I'm not able to, you know, interact. So I'm gonna figure that out. We'll put chat on screen so that way I'm able to see it more. Maybe I'll get a second screen that I can look at. that'll just have the chat up so I can actually interact with you in real time. So I apologize for not being able to interact again, but hey, uh, let me hop on over, do our thing, and then we'll go over to our gaming. Oh hey, let's let's fix this. Let's fix this video real quick. Transform, edit transform. The top, from the chop off like 200. There we go. There we go. That's better. And then let's actually do the top off 100. There we go. There we go. We just put ourselves here. Perfect. All right. All right. I'll be right back, you guys. We're gonna boot up a game. Let me see what game everyone's playing on Kick real quick. Let's see what's everyone streaming on Kick. What games are going on Kick these days? Browse. That looks like Aspen Gold streaming. Let's go. Categories. Grand Theft Auto 5 is big. League of Legends is big. Maybe we can play some League of Legends for people. Minecraft, no. I guess we're playing League of Legends, right? I feel like that's the play. So, what's Kings League? The fuck's Kings League? What is this? What is this? Whatever it is, it's not a game that I'm familiar with. What's Kings League? Futures football? Oh, football. Okay. That's pretty cool. Interesting. So it's like a panel. All right. Well then. IRL, Grand Theft Auto, slots and casinos, League of Legends. How many people are streaming League of Legends here? A lot of people are streaming League of Legends. But hey, I might be able to break in, right? Right? Look at this. All right, hold on. How many people? Who's my competition? Who's my competition here? How many people are streaming League of Legends? Even the Ethos girl is fucking. Wait, why would you put yourself? People want to see the game. Okay. Let me see. Yep. Yep. All right. Hey, that's not even League of Legends. Huh. 2. 1. Look at all these people playing League of Legends. Holy shit. This is a sea of nothing. Oh my fucking god. I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel like I should watch some of these people instead. That's fascinating. Okay, hold on. What in the world? Alright. Okay, so the ones... Okay, let me compare these to... Like... Damn, it's such a jump. Okay, these guys. Okay. So this person has like an overlay. This person has like an underlay. This person's watching Spider-Man. This person has their mini cam here. Mini cam here. All right, so everyone, it seems like everyone's putting their cam down below where the map should be or something like that, right? They're putting it right there, right where, okay, I see where they're putting it. I see where they're putting it. That's where I'll put my cam then, right? Right, we're gonna put my cam where right, so we're gonna shrink Battle Bazaar down. Looks like we do have a chat bar up here. That's pretty dope. And then let me just minimize myself a little bit more. Put this like, oop, nope. I guess like that's fine. We are gonna have to crop it a little bit more if we're gonna do what we think we're gonna do. Transform, edit transform. Let's make this like 70, 90. There we go. There we go. Then we're just gonna boop, 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 boop. Perfect. I think that's good. I guess when we boot up League of Legends, we'll find out, right? Right? Let's find out. Let's boot it up and see what we could do. Yeah. And we're all out of coffee. Some really good coffee. So I think I'm gonna definitely brew up some more. Let me put this like this. There we go. 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 We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. There we go. Let's get that going. Let's get that going. Let's get that going. Yeah. Let's lift the top up a bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. I think I like this right here. I like this where it is. That's definitely something that we gotta replace. Text. Right now we are O. Perfect. All right, we're booting up the League of Legends. We're gonna see if we can't do the game capture. Oh wait, cancel. Maybe it's the audio text. Wait, what? This is the gaming one, right? Video capture, text, window capture. We are going to play. Let's warm up with the draft. I know you guys can't see anything just yet. So let's see if we can't. Let's take a look. League of Legends. Okay. Okay. Looks like I have to make this just a little bit smaller. Good. This we're gonna make a little bit bigger. We're good. Image. I'm gonna put it over. I'll put it over. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right, I think we're good. Might have to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. And then we'll test it from there. We'll find a match real quick. And then let's also update our stream. Create a dashboard. We are now playing League of Legends. Appreciate you for coming in again, Kaven. Thank you so much. We're still in queue. I'm gonna go brew up another thing of coffee, smoke a bowl. We'll be right back. Thank you very much for coming on in, everybody. Also, this is sponsored by Token Haven, which is sponsored by Battle Bazaar. Battle Bazaar, again, is a miniature peer-to-peer swap, better than eBay, cheaper than eBay, and I use it to wheel and deal my Gundam figurines, especially the PLAs. So take a look, and also don't forget Dank Bank. For those of you out there who are consuming, don't forget to check in your products and create your therapy journal. Let's accept this game, and let me go get some more coffee. Let's brew it up. We're brewing some coffee. We're gonna brew up some coffee. Brew, 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 brew. Brew, 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 brew. We're brewing up some coffee. We're brewing up some fun. Oh wait, are we no longer in queue? Motherfucker. We're brewing up some coffee. Brewing up some fun. We're brewing up some coffee. We're brewing up some fun. Turn it on. Oh, looks like. Wait, did we get in trouble? Why did we get in trouble? Why did we get in trouble? Are we in trouble? Are we in trouble here? No, we ain't in trouble. We just gotta find a match. Just gotta find a match. Alright. Brew coffee, brew. Hi, people. Oh. Alright, let's try it one more time. Find that match. Alright, so we're support. So I think we're gonna play some Velgar. We're gonna ban Blitzcrank. Right? Or should we ban... Well, there's this one dude that I really didn't like. Start with an F. We'll ban Blitzcrank. Where is it at? F, 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 F. Alright, I'll ban this one. Couldn't find him, so we'll ban Blitzcrank. It's that fish motherfucker. I don't like the fishy guy. At all. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna pick Vagar. We're locking it in. All right. Let's take a look at our coffee. How's our coffee doing? Got plenty of it. Let's go brew, coffee, brew. 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 All right. So, for those of you who are out there, my name is Ryan. I am a subject matter expert in medicinal cannabis science and therapeutics. Where am I? Oh, yes. I am a medicinal cannabis expert. And I hope that this layout is working. It is not working. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's OBS this up. Game's still in progress. I bet it is. So let's add window capture. Window capture. We'll call this LOL. Capture the .exe. Okay. Nope, not the exe. Let's capture this one. Okay. Nope, not this one. What? TM client? Okay. Okay, almost got. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, let's go. Oh no. We're not able to do League of Legends right. Capture the audio, capture the cursor. Automatic. Cancel. I know what I'm doing wrong. Let's delete this one. Yeah. Let's add a game capture. Game capture. Capture the audio. Okay. Specific window. TM. Oh, looks like I died. Did I die? I died, yeah. Oops. Oops. Trying to figure this out here, you guys. Alright, hold on. While we play this game, we also have to OB. Oh, let's take a look. Alright. While I play this, I also need to figure out how to do game capture. Alright, well, the match is actively running right now, so we need to figure out how to get this going. I just want to know if I can test what I see stream. Rough. Rough, 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 rough. Rough, rough, rough. Alright, we're going to recall. And then we're also... Oh wait, it's working. Okay. But it's not working the way that I want it to. Okay, I know what's going on here. We need to do... The video capture needs to go all the way up. game. And that's it for right now, honestly. That's what I want to focus. Alright. Let's go back. Oh, okay. Let me go get my coffee. Coffee. Okay, I got my coffee. Let's do some 350.
Stalking prey again?
That's fascinating. So the game isn't really doing what it should. It's not capturing correctly.
I smell death.
So that's interesting. I'm not sure why it's not capturing correctly, but it's not. And I don't like... Yeah, I just need to figure this out. Hold on. Just need to figure this out. Alright, so if I put this back, let's see what happens. Alright, so it's still not showing the problem. This sucks. Alright, let me try something else. Let's delete the game capture. Let's add a display capture. And then we'll capture this. And let's see if it's doing the thing. It's still not doing the thing. Why is that, I wonder? That's so odd. And if we hit OK, cancel. Hit OK. Let me go back. It's still not working. Why isn't this working? How do I do this? Hold on. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Let's see. League of Legends, OBS, overlay. Okay. I don't want to overlay, I just want... So I gotta do window capture? Okay. That still doesn't explain... Okay, this is getting silly. Oh, is that what it is? It's just not, it's just too big. It's not fitting the screen? Is that what's going on? If that's what's going on, that's an easy fix. That's just me, that's just me fixing the dimensions. So does the screen fit, right? Right? If I go back, yes. Continue. And did it work? That's the question. Did it work? Is it working right now? That's the question everyone has on their minds. Seems like it does. Okay. So it seems like that did the trick. Let me just triple check. Okay, so that did do the trick. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. GG, well played. Okay. Let's go live. GG will play. GG will play. Everyone left. Everyone left. Video capture above all. So you got the window capture. Window capture. Oop. Okay, so that's the window. Here's the video. And then where's the second display? Okay. So we hide this one when we want to do the display. Gotcha. Okay, okay, okay. I think we're good. Let's get chat up in here. There you go. Okay. Let's put me down here. Let's just make me super itty bitty tiny. Just a little tiny guy. And then we'll see how this works. Alright, let's find that match. Let's see how we do. Let's put you guys down here. Let's go. And then let's put me right over here. See how that looks. And then now we go back to OBS. Right. Let's pick our supports. We're gonna pick. Oh, no, we're not banning Fizz. We're banning. Where's that fish guy? Can't find the fish guy. So let's just ban blue screen again. Yeah, good ban as a ref. That's a good ban. Okay, so it seems like where I'm putting my head should actually be like right here. Yeah, I'm gonna lock them in. Yeah. All right, my coffee is ready though, so I'm gonna go get some of that. As soon as I lock in, we're locked in. All right, we'll be back. Medicine, coffee, we're in this to win it. We are in it to win it. Oh. All right. Living it young and wild and free. Oh, oh, I sure hope this doesn't load. Try to kick me before I even start. I sure would suck. All right, looks like it started just as just starting. All right, and it looks like OBS stopped, which means we can close this one. Put this back on. Put this over here. I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm your mouse. I'm your meow. I'm a meow. That's my buddy boy. I got my cat here. Got my Rufus here. He's my Rufus. He's my Rufus. He's my buddy boy. Yes, he is. Yeah. Yeah. You're my buddy boy. Yeah, you are. You're my buddy boy. Hi. Hi. What's going on? Yeah, he got his very claw stuck in me. Hi. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. Yeah. Hi. He's such a good boy. Get there. Yes, we fluffy boy. Alright, looks like I gotta set up the cat cam next. My buddy boy's just big chilling behind me. Alright, looks like I gotta go back. I don't have to, but... So we're just big chilling right now. Yeah, I gotta go back. Shit. Can't help you, man. Can't help you. Say maybe I can. Oh shit, nope, can't. Can't help you. I just gotta wait for my partner to get back and then I'll go. Or we'll take to level 6. Either one. Either one will work. Yeah, let me get to level 6, that'll be good. Yeah. Come on, man. So we're not doing too bad here. We're not doing great. We're not doing bad. Whew. Double kill, huh? Guess that was worth it. Oh shit, can I reach him? Can I reach him in time? Can't. That's okay. we can just get a couple more coins, we should be good. Let me just get this in. Let's get out. Let's get out, let's get out, let's get out. Alright, we're bouncing. Nothing I can do to help you here. Nothing I can do to help you here. Nothing I can do to help myself here. Oh shit. Shit, 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 shit. Fuck. Alright, that sucks. They got me. Should've just went back. Well, let's see what we can get for 2200. Definitely want something that gives me power. We're definitely gonna take this one. We're definitely gonna take this one. Yeah, I think that'll be it. And then we're going back. Got our meow meow. Got our meow meows here. See if we can't do some. What? Video capture. There we go. Okay. We're back in it. We're back in it. Fun, fun, fun. Huh. Oh, he's calling me. Let's see who's calling me. Hello. Hello. All right. Looks like that was spam. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. All right. Back in the saddle. Fuck. Thank you. At least he was slain. I hope I got the assist on that. All right. Now some shit. Let's go. Let's go. I definitely don't recall enough. All right. I know exactly where to put this battle bazaar at. Right about here. There we go. Yeet. 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 Yeah, I ain't getting anywhere near that. That's fucking crazy. Yeet. Got him. Finally. Alright, let's go back home. Let's go back home. Let's get some. Yeah, let's do that. Do Oblivion Orb. And then we're gonna do extra magic damage. All right, I like everything. I like where it's all at. Let's go. Appreciate everybody who's checking on in. Looks like we're pretty deep into this, actually. We're doing really good. Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We did good. We did good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, we can't take them, but we can scare them. Yeah. Shit, got me. That's okay. Let's go. Finish him off. Finish him off. Finish him off. Yeah, finish him off. Dude, that was a good one. All right, let's take a look. What are we doing? What are we looking for? All right, yeah, let's just get them power. Health. We're doing pretty good here. Our team's doing really good. We're pretty much like on par. So let's go forward over here and see if we can't help these guys out. Oh man, that's good coffee. I like my Colombian coffee. Yes, I do. Yeet. Yeet, beep, 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 beep. We're running. We're running. We're running. Yeet. Damn, that sucks. Oh, at least we got that, and we aren't feeding too hard. Whoever Seraphine is, we need to fucking help them. Where's Seraphine at? Mm. Hey, where are you? Oh, you were dead. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna save this person. We're gonna help this person out a whole bunch. Something tells me they're gonna need it. What are they doing? What are they doing? Following them. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, let me scout this out. Alright, we should be good. Let's kill this turret. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Finish this off. Let's finish this off. Oop. Let's go. We got that kill. Let's go. We got that kill. Let's go. And we're gonna heal ourselves for the fucking shits and giggles of it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got this. That's the GG. Let's go. Let's take down some. Damn, that was rough. That was rough. What is this supposed to be building into? Oh, that's it. That's what it is built into. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna be better. Where are they at? Alright, let's take a look. We just need to support. Yeah. These guys. Let's go. Yeah. We're almost there. We need to buy shoes next. Who's a Kiwi? Who's a Kiwi? He's gonna get his ass handed to him. Oh wow, no deaths at all? Oh, never mind then. They're carrying us, heard. Heard they're carrying us. Alright, I don't know who we're complaining against. We're just upset we fucking died, that's all. I suppose. Alright, let's popular. Fighters. Marksman, assassin. Mage. Tank. I'm looking for boots. Boots of swiftness, that's what I want. Give me them boots. Damn, I want to join the fight. Looks like a good fight. Fight, fight, fight. Damn. Mm. Yeet. This dude's just fucking carrying. I think I got it. Oh yeah, I got it. Now we just run. Yeah, let's get these guys. Damn, I got critted. But I slayed somebody. That's dope. Hell yeah. Oh, they're fucked. GG. That's a big old GG. Let's see where we're going in here. Ability haste. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh yeah. I think we're pretty strong. All right. Hey, bro, enjoyed your stream. So I suggest you probably don't want to spam your chat. No, you can spam my chat. Spam the chat. I'm big chilling on you spamming the chat. I need more comments in my chat. I need more comments in this chat. Woo! Super minions. I think we got this. Ooh, oh, I'm getting scuttled. That's funny as fuck. My man's getting in there. Let's get in there with him. Damn. That's insane. That is insane in the membrane. He's insane. We got no brain. Yeah, I'm not sure. Mage. Let's see if we can get more of the penetration. Let's go. Penetrate, penetrate, penetrate. I'm surprised they haven't surrendered yet. Let's go. Oh, that's not good. Something just dropped. What just dropped? League of Legends just dropped? Did we just crash? Did League of Legends just crash? Oh, fuck. Where are we? Alright. Yeah, let me keep a lookout real quick. Yeah, he already knew. Let's go. We got Bayless and Horn. I think we won this. Let's just follow him in and we got this. Nice to GG. Report Shaco and Lock. You got it. Yes, I'm trying to do. I'm trying. Wow. Oh man, the stream is acting up. That's not good. Oh, we got a mastery. Yeah. Hooray. We did really good. Yeah. All right, we're back in the game, baby. Back in the game, baby. I don't know why the OBS looks like that, but whatever. Happens. Let's go. Let's go. I think we're good for the current stream. That was fun. Um, not too much cannabis talk was going on, I suppose, but yeah, you got some masteries in. Not bad at all. Damn, only one death, 27 kills. Damn. Okay. Why report lock? Jinx is the one that fed. Wild. Alright, let's exit some League of Legends. Right? Let's go back to YouTube. Back to YouTube too. That's funny. See if we can refresh. Well, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. We'll talk more about cannabis in the upcoming couple days. See what's going on with the industry, how it's going to affect everybody. I think it was a very comfortable Saturday, though. We're all just hanging out, chilling. Remember Battle Bazaar? Dank Bank. Keep a lookout. I'll probably be streaming later on if I'm not doing anything